Hello, 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 hello,
Hello, hello, hello.
So the no data thing is not disconnecting it again. The no data is not disconnecting it. Which your time? Which your time is?
But this one will still connect. Because you don't want to connect.
I said it will not disconnect.
The time is going.
So we should use Google Meet abi? Oh yeah, oh yeah. You get. Ṣé yìí lábẹ́ lọ ṣe bí ẹ sọ pé a fẹ́ lo Google Meet? Eléyìí ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó ẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀ fẹ́ lò. But it has not loaded. It has not loaded. I changed the net. I changed the net so. But since we have limited time. Video call is not.
It's not the video now. This is the video
It's showing.
now. Let's start now.
But this one is my own. Yeah. Let's. Let me see. I think I've shared it. I've shared it.
Let's send it to the group. Take a- I thought it's online. Which one is already working?
But the cameras are not connected. Let's just use skinny because here I connected to my own hotspot. I connected to my own. The MTN is very slow. I connected to my Airtel before it can work.
Just do it in one person.
Have you eh? yours. Use yours. You can use yours. Use your own. No camera. The camera never work. How can I edit the iPhone?
Hello,
Don't click on it.
can we be?
Or you add another camera to it and you involve
Let
this.
us leave them, let them be. When you are through. So, quickly, let us commit everything to the hands of God.
What do you want to do?
Because we are,
Click
the Holy Father, we
Yeah,
thank
change
you
this.
Thank you for the privilege, thank you for the great
Or
privilege
you
of the Lord.
deactivate it.
Thank you for our efforts in ever before. Thank you for what you have done to achieve today. Father, accept our thanks in Jesus' name. And as we are going to the program,
What
Father,
I
we
said
pray that you will help us and open our understanding onto what we want to discuss about in the name of Jesus. And every one of us that will be there today, and that thing that will launch us into our future. Lord, you will grant us understanding of it today in the name of Jesus. And we declare it open in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, and in the name of the Holy Spirit. Amen. So quickly, we begin, and this is a welcome to Tech Summit 1.1. And as you have seen it, this Tech Summit this is the first of its kind in Evergreen Tech Hub, which we are happy to have. Even though some of us are looking like maybe when we are registering online, I think we have more. Let us just encourage ourselves. Because even though the beginning may be small, but the moment we focus on it, we will see time will come that this place may not be able to contain people. By the time they understand and realize what is all about. So tech summit is just about awareness. What about people that are launching their career in tech? So if we are awareness, what we need to know, how we need to go about it, and see some people that have with the short time of now that have engaged themselves in this learning, what they have been able to achieve, and what you can also achieve after. And that is all that we'll be looking at and some questions. And one thing about it, that don't look at yourself that you cannot ask questions. Ask questions, even though you are a student here, ask questions. So as a result of that, you will be able to learn more. You will be able to what? You will be able to learn more. So in a nutshell, I want to welcome everybody to this Tech Summit 1.1. Can you just welcome somebody beside you, tell them what is their name? So greet each other because they were enrolling or because you are about to enroll. So let us greet each other. So me standing here, you are all welcome. Me standing here, some of you know me already, and some of you don't know me. So I'm a small boy in front of you. I'm the, let me call myself a small boy in Evergreen Tech World. I remember 2019. This is just a little story about Evergreen Tech World. 2019, we began this hub that you are seeing today that we are now having ourselves around. I remember then that I was what's it called, Java developer then. I was Java developer. And I think that let me just look for a job to go and be doing so at least if I should find one job, I will be able to work, be able to be earning small money. So along the line, I just feel like something in me that I should not go and look for a job. I should started my own business. So it is not easy then. Because I remember then too that we don't have the money is not available. So where will you find money to begin? But all along, I began to check up. I wish I could show you the picture of how the place looked like when we first began. We don't have anything inside it. It's like empty like this. I will be the only one sitting down there. And I will be expecting people to come. Nobody will come. Nobody will even say hi to you. I'm doing that day by day, day by day. Along the line, I started seeing some people coming. Along the line, we move from that place to another place, and that is the second place, and from there to this place. So, take over a very big vision. Very big vision. In this Abeokuta, we have the vision. And what is our vision? In order to want to enlighten us about tech, and also want to equip us on how to stand out there and say, okay, I remember when I was tech up and this what I learned. I begin my journey, I begin my career. So that's our main vision, to equip every youth to know what it takes all entails and how to develop yourself to become what in the industry can be sought after. And that's, I thank God for some of you that have started. And some of you now today now, you have already achieved something. And luckily, there's still very more to what to achieve. So we are moving like that gradually, and we believe that many more years to come now will become something what very big in our whole tech-up building, not our rented, but our whole tech-up building, and we'll be doing fine. So if you're happy to hear that, can you just clap your hand? So we are moving. So that is all an vision, but we did not dispute the beginning, the little beginning that we have now, because what we have a clear vision. If we dispute the beginning, some of you that are sitting down here will not be able to see that. We will not be able to know what you know today. But we didn't dispute it. We are pursuing it to make sure that we become what everybody can reckon with when it comes to tech. We become everything that everybody what can reckon with when it become what when it comes to tech. So I welcome everybody again, because by the time we begin to express ourselves, some of our students, somebody that started with no idea about what programming is all about, but today that can code. That's to tell you that there's potential in us. There's potential in us. We only need somebody to want to activate it. And if all we desire is that we activate it, then we will see what we can become as a developer. We will see what we can be what become as a developer. And before I move on, I quickly want to something that we are waiting for people to join, but eventually, thank God for you that are available. And this can be a story tomorrow that I remember first tech talk that we started, and we see when we go to something, we are already like, and now you will be our testimony. So before we move on, that's the beginning of the tech talk that we are going here. And here, people that are here, most of the time I would love them to talk to themselves, to see how we are. How are the things going? How are we with Thomas? And how are we with challenge? How do we conquer challenge? So some people that are coming can also learn. Can also work, can also learn. These are the things that we are going to be looking at. And we are going to be seeing some freestyle, like someone just going to post someone or something, like just to see how this thing is. Like now, some of you have been using app, don't know how to log into this, how to make it. Like whenever you log in, register and have a app, you tell you that you have logged successfully. And whenever you don't be logging and you have logged in, you tell you have logged in. So you are going to be seeing someone taking all this for us. And those are the people that are novice, that they didn't have anything. They didn't know anything when they work, when they begin. But today, they can be proud that they know something and they can be able to share. So that's what we do doing and how we say. So let us just embrace ourselves. You can relate to each other and talk to each other.
àti sẹ́ẹ̀lì àti ṣe link mi ò fi ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ayé náà. Ẹ́ mo ti ṣe mo ti ṣe ẹ̀ síbi kan. Ẹ mú fóònù wá kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí n máa ṣe ẹ̀ link.
Have you posted the link?
I've not posted the link, but I just started posting. This thing that I said we should change the other time. This is the effect. I said we should change this thing the other time. To be showing this background. Yeah, I paused it.
what what is my connection? So I met with him the other he said like he advised me on some stuff. So I just it was told me to from there I just put an interest in went to the and then when I started I was like that really should get this of what I was able to I didn't know anything about this stuff. So then it gets along and started with WordPress, then moved to HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So with time, I was able to get some skills, though it was very challenging because this thing you have to be like consistent. Apart from what you have been taught in the class, like you have to go online, get materials, watch tutorial videos. So at least today now I've been able to gather some knowledge and I'm also hoping to improve what I have. So those that also have a mind of coming to them and maybe they realize this thing is difficult or stuff like that. Well, just this saying goes to that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. So just have to start with school, then just trust these processes and you will get to the level.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Afola. I'm a student of Evergreen Airport. I remember when I started studying, it was just like yesterday when I started. And one of the things that actually prompted me to come for this training is one of the reasons that actually the industrial strike that commenced in February. So, but I really just want to, I didn't want to be idle at home during the period of strike action. So I met him and we spoke. And eventually I started studying and I applied for web development and forest growth. So when I started myself and then Mr. Tunde and then we were were the very first students that started at the other office. And then we find other students joined us, of which we are all peers. And then when I started with WordPress. It took us through the process of we started with us from scratch and it took time to explain every piece of the process to us so that we were able to do our own business. Even there was a website that we built that even launched online that I even got some of my friends that I gave them the URL address and I asked them to log on to that website and they all saw the website live. So the website is online and then you saw it with WordPress. We also started to learn HTML, CSS, and then JavaScript. That's another method of building websites. And then so we and today are bringing links, are bringing products, and all thanks to Evergreen Airport. And so for those out there, I am challenging and challenging you all that you can also do it. You can put in for faith and Evergreen Airport will always be available. Thank you very much.
I started this program like 7 months ago, and now I'm proud to be a member of it. I think before I started this program, I used to do content creation, based on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and stuff. So when I saw that the sort of people to consider that's when I met E-Tech. Actually, I never started programming before we programming about stuff. So I decided to enter into web development. Graphic design. After a week of web development, I was forced to think whether it was like writing a program. I had to think whether it was like meant for me because the person I was not really good at anything related to computers, related to anything like technology and stuff. So it was my brother that told me that it's not actually very difficult. If I just start focus and respond to practice. So the next week, I said what to do, what I'm doing, benefit of what I'm doing. And I realized that it will never whatever the problem is, there's always a very good benefit of that comes at it. So after watching a lot of people, there's a benefit and even profit and all the things that come with it. Even the scholarship that comes with it, this is actually really good. So months later, people actually taking this. A month later, I said I'm going to school the first 3 months of the course. The next month, I said I'm going to school. And I can tell you, coding is easy. But when you're ready to learn it, it's many codings, it's not mistakes. We learned use of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML is not strict, which is there are lots of easy more. CSS was that easy. It was okay. But when it comes to JavaScript, that is JavaScript is there. But when you implement it, you make research. It gives you that this is actually doing a lot of work. You can make a lot of effects animation, different things in JavaScript. All these sites that all these famous sites, JavaScript is always involved. Because JavaScript is actually important. CSS is also important because CSS comes with styles, HTML is important. And after I got that, I went to Corel because I love exploring code. I like it. I like going to that stuff. So I like Corel. Current job was not easy because you can stay as a student for like people don't protect and not know what you want to do. You can just be sitting down in front of the system and wondering when you start from, where are you using, you go through different processes and next thing you have no results on. So and you come into some obstacles to saying that okay, well, you started this and you see that it's doing when you have to like start over. So all these come with challenges, but always remember there's always something that comes after. Thank you.
Push it down. I know what good time comes running up. Bring my mind up, I feel the love.
Major companies or businesses very expand to take and let me add an idea from I'll write a document of tools and yes, it's not the tools and I say okay, because that won't like I'll just write the wrong line of code and I will say that this thing is wrong. So I just said okay, let me look for which way is more explicit on this thing. So that's when I saw it. When I came to it, I like those stuff like I was supposed to draw this process of writing long lines of code for this course. I would say coding is already so I would say tech is really good. I can't tell you
Just
I'm the one for a good time call. Phone's blowing up, ring on my doorbell. I feel the love, feel the love. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. Turn back till I lose God. Here comes the shame, here comes the shame. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. Turn back till I lose God.
So without taking much of our time, we want to move to forgiveness, what we want people to see, what we want people to see. How far have we went so far? And what are the things that you can do within the short time? That's what we want to do it now. And we are already in place of people to showcasing place of art development, place of wealth development, place of graphic design, and that's what we will showcase to take on this topic. But as time goes by, we'll also be opening door for question and answer. Question and answer. So if you have anything you want to ask, you can ask questions and we will try our best to make sure that we open more through our understanding to it. So I think I will be calling the web development class to come and present their showcasing mode as we continue. Just clap for them as they come forward.
Comes away to wash me away. The tide that is taking me under. Swallowing sand, nothing to say. Window, and I see where it's leading me. All of this energy been bottled up way too long. It's powerful, powerful. You see what I'm getting at? I'm ready for all of that. If I'm not a star, you're blind. I've got just got here. I'm gonna run this town, run this town. I'm gonna run this town, run this town. I use the lips, and I'm kicking in doors and kissing your feet. Ain't what my lips is for. I'm gonna run this town, run this town. I'm gonna run this town tonight. I'm climbing high, but there ain't no net. You like to see me jump, I bet. Well, every day's just like Russian roulette. I'm gonna play, play, play with no regrets. Cause I'm tired of second best, tired of doing this, tired of hypocrites, twisted like licorice. I'm crushing them in my fist, hushing their ignorance. You had your chance, now it's mine. I've got rings on my fingers and glitter in my hair. I bought a one-way ticket and I just got here. I'm gonna run this town, run this town. I'm gonna run this town, run this town.
My name is hello guys. Hello guys. My name is Salazar. I'm here to show you how to make a As you can see here, this animation starts when it's transition under each body. So that's what it is. So we have our movement, we have our intellect. So the point that we have to see that point that even the emoji those are the balance. So it's like that one image, that is energy and image. So the image is that the source
of 126 cells height and height of 126 cells. So in the second level, this is now equal to that's the only channel that's like that and HTML text. That's why and HTML results are and then our space is added. So that's our HTML code. Going to our CSS code. So this is where the styling is done. So one of the classes is targeted here. That's the emoji class. So given a font size of 10 rem, the cursor pointer and the display should be none. So the font size here, the 10 rem, that's the font size of the image. The cursor pointer means that when the cursor is being hovered on the image, it should change to a pointer, as you can see here. So that's what we have. Then it should be none. Then another class activity is targeted. Display text. The text direction is column. The item is aligned to the center and text transform properties. Going to our JavaScript code now, where the transition is being programmed proper. You have different lines of code, as you can see. You have like up to 12 of them. So this is what enables the transition to occur. So for the first lines of code here, so what the first lines of code here is saying is that all elements with the class closed are being stored in the closed space of variable. So for the second one, all elements with the class open are being stored in the open phase and variable. So that's what the first lines of code is talking about there. So going to the next lines of code. So here, an event listener is added. And what event are we adding here? That's the click event, because that's what makes the transition occur. So after adding a click event, the callback function is being what? Being fired. So what the callback function does is that when the image is clicked, the class of active is being removed from the class list of the variable open phase, and it will be added to the what? To the class list of the variable closed phase. As you can see now, if you are to click on the image now, the transition will not occur. Can you see that? So the last line of our code. An event listener is also what is added here, which is the what is the click event. Callback function is what is fired. So when the image is being clicked on, active classes will be removed from the class list of the closed phase of variable and will be added to the what to the class list of the open phase variable. So let's see if that works. So when the image is clicked on now, you see the transition does occur. So that's what this is all about. That's make a transition between images. That's what the see no evil emoji and the yellow evil emoji. Thank you.
This still light, sir. This still light.
This system is slow. This system is
I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Achilles and his gifts, Spider-Man's control, and Batman with his fists. And clearly I don't see myself upon that list. She said, where do you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, so superhuman, so fucking selfless. Just something I can suit to somebody out of this. I want something just like
Eating is slow.
the testaments they told, the moon and its eclipse, and Superman rose the suit before he lifts. But I'm not the kind of person that it fits. She said, where do you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhuman, some fancy with just something I can touch, somebody I can miss. I want something just like something just like
One makes sense. The one who is this.
oh, I want something just like
Kita bahas. Kita
this. Oh, I want something just like this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, velocity OPS.
Hello guys.
Michele no. No, no.
I think you see.
So here I'll give it an ID of light so that it can be targeted in the JavaScript. So that will be all for the HTML. And let's preview the code. So you can see the lamp comes up now, and once I toggle the button, nothing happens. That's because I've not prepared the JavaScript. So I'm going to go into the JavaScript aspect of it. So yeah, I'm going to have my script. Then I'm going to have a variable of button. Then I'm going to get the document by its ID. Dot get. So I'm going to get the document by its ID now. So I have we have light. So I'm going to duplicate this, and here we have light. So having created this, I am going to create a function that will tell um, the button what to do when I toggle around it. Like once I create this function, it's going to execute the command I write into it. So let me create a function, and I'll give it the name toggle button. So here we have button dot class list dot toggle. Then I will set it to active. So here I have the button, then dot class list dot toggle, and I give it active. And here I have light dot class list dot toggle button, and I give it on. So let's see what it does. I'm just going to refresh the page, and once I toggle it on, it the lamp turns on, and once I toggle it off, the lamp turns off. So let me just explain the CSS. Actually, this is HTML and JavaScript aspect. So let me just explain the CSS of this presentation. So I'm going to go into my CSS, and here you see let's start from this page. So button. So we have the button. I set it to background of this color. That's a shade of gray. Then I set the height. I'm referring to this button. I set the height to 30 pixels, the width to 60 pixels, as you can see it here. So then the border radius to 20 pixels, as you can see the border radius in this place. The border radius, I set it to 20 pixels. Then the border 0, the outline 0, the cursor pointer. You can see when I hover my mouse around it, the cursor is pointer. Then I set the transition to a background of 0.5 seconds. That's the animation. Then I targeted the button, then inside the button, I targeted the span, then I displayed it block. I set the background to a shade of gray, then the height as this, then the height to 26 pixel, the width 26 pixel, then the border radius 50%, as you can see it here. So then the margin left of 2 pixel, and again the transition, that's the animation, background to 0.5 seconds. So let's look at the container which I created, and I will just explain. So in this container, the RAM container, I position it absolute so that I can control the flow of it in the web page. Then I set the top to minus 20 pixel, then the left to 22 pixel, the width to 22 pixel, as you can see here. So I targeted the lamp again, then I gave it a width of 100%. So I also targeted that's the images. I also targeted the light, that is this light. I targeted it. I positioned it absolute, like I said earlier, to control the flow of it in the web page. Then I gave it a top of 97%. I gave it a left of 50%. Then I gave it transform translate x, that's the x axis of it, so minus 50%. Then I also gave it a width of 700 pixel. As you can see, I gave it a width of 700 pixel. I gave it a margin left of minus 10 pixel and an opacity of 0. You can see it's not really bright, it's not really white. So I also gave it transition opacity of 0.5 seconds. So here I have the text dot. Okay, let me just. Okay, so I have the active which I did in the JavaScript. So and I gave it a background color of green. Can you see when I toggle it, it gives this green effect. So then I targeted the active, and inside the active, I targeted the span. Then I gave it a background color of white. So and I gave it a margin left of 31 pixel. Then I also targeted the on. Then I gave it an opacity of 1. So that's all I did to achieve this project. Thank you.
Party girls, don't get hurt, can't feel anything. When will I learn? I push it down, push it down. I'm the one for a good time call, phone's blowing up. Ring on my doorbell, I feel the love, I feel the love. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. Turn back till I lose God. I'm gonna swim from the chandelier, from the chandelier. tonight, on for tonight. Loving him is like driving a new Maserati down a dead-end street. Faster than the wind, passionate as sin, ending so suddenly. Loving him is like trying to change your mind once you're already flying through the free fall. Like the colors in autumn so bright, just before they lose it all. Losing him was blue like I never known.
Step by step to go out. I need to create a new document. Let me do that. You can just create this way you name this way you name the program and the document. So you let's name it text based. So I would like to explain briefly what Corridor is all about. Corridor is all about layout, structure, and color combinations. The most important aspect of Corridor is color combinations because most developers and designers out there they don't really know much about color combinations, and I would like to emphasize on that fact. So let's begin. Let's start. Um, before you start any program, you need to create the structure. And this is the structure. This is the foundation of everything. Creation of shapes is very important for Corridor. So let's create various shapes and we'll see how we can implement it in our design. So let's work with this. Um, let's work with this. Let's work with this color. You can also mix colors like we all know how to mix colors from primary school. So let's see how we mix colors in Corridor. So under when you click on the shape you want to edit, you click on this and mix colors. Edit field. The colors you want to mix, you select what position you want it to be. So let's make something. So these are the two things we're working with. Let's import images that we can work with. Like in this now, there is a man right here. So let's import that. To import images on Corridor, you need to click on the import button. Sorry, this is where you import images. So these are all the things we need to work with just to make a light design. I don't want to do much because of time, so just work.
That's all.
Oh, I want something just like this.
We also make use of something in CorelDRAW called power clicking. It's when you import an element into a section. So right click, power click inside. This to power click, adding an image. Let's add this image to it. Um, let's get this. Power click this one as well. So we'll make use of transparency. Let's make this image transparent where like a particular section of his body should like be transparent. So let's do that. Let's write a message. Let's say happy birthday. Because today marks the birth of all web developers that we have with us. So let's just wish them an happy birthday. Can we have a round of applause for our software developers? Let's add something. The birthday of the person, the future developers in Nigeria. So
Party girl,
this is a nice
don't get
one.
hurt, can't feel anything. When will I learn? I push it down, push it down. I'm the one for a good time call, phone's blowing up. Bring on my doorbell, I feel the love, I feel the love. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink.
And one thing you need to take notice of is using of different font families. You need to make it of the same. Don't be afraid to be stylish with your text, but don't use too much phone. You can use various phones, but the one I would recommend is Algerian. That's a very nice phone. With that, I would like to welcome you guys to our tech summit. And you can just add a little bit of shadow to like add a 3D effect. Remove an outline so that's no problem. Adding of shadow 3D effect. So let's remove the outline. So with that, I would like to welcome you guys to our tech summit, where everything happens like magic. This doesn't look like magic, but it's very easy to make. And let me just add the background effect to this. Something really nice in the background. I'm not done yet. With that, I would like to welcome you guys to our tech summit. And this is a very nice work from yours truly. And in eTech, we welcome you guys on new opportunities because creating is not easy light work. You can consider it as like a extracurricular activity, something you can venture into to buy time as a secondary source of income. So you can just learn from eTech. You can welcome yourself. You're always welcome. You can always come anytime you like. Learn one or two things. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming to the text of me. Our first very hangout, and we happy to see those that are with us online. We really appreciate you for coming online, and those that are here with us physically. God bless you. So, this is what I would like to say. I'm here to explain app development. I'm not going to do like my other colleagues who came, wrote programs for you, but me, I'm going to do something completely different. And what I'm going to do different is I'm going to tell you guys about app development. What is app development? Here in the now, there are so many apps on the Play Store, from Facebook, Twitter, from Twitter to Instagram, from Instagram to even your games also. All this will be possible if not for developers and note app developers.
there's everywhere around the world, app developers are always needed. And let me tell you something is that app developers are in short supply. One, and this is the biggest opportunity you can have to join the app developers training. You can come to eTech and apply, where we give you the best app development training you will ever need. So now, what is app development? So what is app development? App development is the writing of series of programs and code for creating apps. So we have two types of app development. We have the cross-native app development and the native app development. What are the cross-native app development? The cross-native app development are those app development that are created for specifically one device, either for Android or for iOS. And what are the programming languages that are used to write this cross-platform? We have Swift, we have Kotlin, and we have so many more than beyond you can comprehend. And we all take all that in eTech. So you can always apply or you can comment down below if you are willing to join. So now, and we have native app development. Native app development are just for just one, Android or iOS. So for iOS, we have Swift. For app development, we have Kotlin. But thank God to JetBrains and his Google colleagues who are now able, for the past 3 weeks, I've been following the news in which Kotlin has now been able to now join the cross-platform development. And today, as you can see here, this is Kotlin in work. We offer Kotlin, we offer Flutter, we offer a whole lot. Now the question is, which one would I pick? Do you think I should go for cross-platform? Should I go for cross-platform or I should go for native? I will advise you and I'll be honest with you. I won't say that okay, go for cross-platform because you are doing it. But instead, what I will do is that I'm going to advise you from developer to developer. So what I'm now telling you is that I will advise you to go for what? Go for native app. Because once you are able to perfect your skills writing native apps, you will be able to write cross-platform apps very, very easy. Very, very, very easy. So what do I mean? Like, as you can see now, as you can see on my screen right now, these are XML. And what are XML? XML are designed at the front end. I think you understand better. At the front end of your screen. Like when you open your app, what you see is what they call the XML. What you see when you click on another thing, you can see, as you can see here, this is the login page. When you click on the register page, you can see this is another register page. Sorry, let me zoom in. This is another register page. Trust me, I will really advise you again. Once again, thank you for joining us. But once again, I will advise you to join the developer team, which we offer all in eTech world. Sorry. So today, let me just show you a kind of very, very basic app. You know all these Facebook, Twitter, Instagram that you just open their page and they'll be like the first thing they tell you it was blogging. So on this kind of page now, So on this kind of page, we have so many things in place. So I'll be going through each of them one by one just to kind of give you a kind of cross-reference. On the first one, we have an animation. This is like a picture, as you can see. This picture, what it does is just kind of this kind of welcoming look and just makes you feel at home. Because just imagine an app looking boring and you're like, oh, what is this? It will encourage app developers. You have to give this kind of warm welcome when creating an app, which makes you happy. So now, if you go next, now this place, as you can see, this is what we call an edit text. What is an edit text? You know all those places that when you click on that place, it's not clickable. You now say you should fill in your details, like your username. That's what we call an edit text. That's what we call an edit text. Edit text is that field that will put our username, our password, and so many other things. As you can see again, this email site is an edit text, password is an edit text, and this is very obvious, even to non-developers, this is the button. You know, when you click on it, then it just direct to another page. I would really, really love to go in depth in all this, but I should not lie to you. Time will permit it, and if you really want to see this at all, join the tech or you comment down below that okay, where can you apply? Because we also offer online courses. So I'll be able to expatiate and tell you everything. Trust me, developing life, the developer life is full of mystery. Mysteries you keep loving and loving and loving and loving, and you never get tired of. So as we go on now, so you may think, what is this? What is this guy just showing us? Yeah, we understand that okay, this is an app development. This is what you use to create apps. So okay, now where we create apps on Android Studios. Android Studios is okay, just like saying that you want to play ball, but there's no field. You cannot play ball inside your living room. You cannot play ball in the kitchen, or else it's just a disaster. Well, so this is now a place in which you can now come when you play to school. You now come and apply. Like the only place you can play ball is here on the field. I cannot take all this code and go to Microsoft Word and put it here. That's nonsense. So the best thing we are doing now is that we're going to come to Android Studios, write our code here, and able to run fabulous, fantastic apps. So note, don't say okay, because eTech Summit have tell us that it's only Android Studios we can use to write. We can use so many. We have VS Code, we have IntelliJ, we have so many. And we all offer those here at eTech. Every single one of it. Don't say, okay, eTech said that it's only this on the app. We have everything. Don't be scared. We have everything. So let me go on. As this is the register page, this is the sign up page. I would be happy, would have loved to run this app for you, but as they say, today the president and tomorrow the mystery. So let me just leave you hanging here. If you want to really know what is behind all this, join eTech or you comment down below. So now let me now go to the login screen. As you can see, the login screen is also the same. Sorry, let me zoom in for you. You can see. Now, let me just tell you guys something funny. Let me just tell you something funny. Like secret you will realize when you start your developing career, your developer career. Each. Do you know that all these apps like Instagram, Facebook, or even banking apps? Let me tell you a secret. Please don't tell them that I told you location. Don't tell them. One thing about them is that, do you know all these things that you say connect your app to internet? They don't really need your internet. Do you believe that? They don't really need it. When they are saying connect to internet, I would really love to show you, but that will not be show again for you. It's just a scam. It's don't mind them. They just want to just connect to internet. They know what they are doing. They are data they can't want to get from. You understand? So they're going to just your account balance and all, but they don't really need your internet. So that's just one secret of millions. If you want to know more, subscribe button is there. Those that are here with us, you can apply eTech and do many more. Many more. So they are telling me, they told me that my time is fast, so I would just really love to stop here. Thank you for coming to eTech. Thank God I was able to convince and not to confuse you about how a developer life can be very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. That's wonderful. And we can all see now, it's not about what you are hearing, it's about what you can do. Thank God for some of you that started as a novice. Thank you for what you can do now. Some of you don't know how I started my own journey. And I will, because of the time, I will not be able to share it, but maybe later on I can still share how I started my journey. And because programming or whatever you may call it, any discipline, is not for lazy people. If you are going to be lazy, it's neither not to even choose at all. But if you are going to work hard, and every one of us must testify to it that the world is tending towards what? Technology. So if you don't pick your baton now and begin to swim with it, by the time you want to pick it, it will be very late. I remember somebody that said that all my life I desire to be a web developer. He came to me and said, how can I apply now? He has already given birth to 3 children. He has married. He has a business. He said he still has passion for web development. I said, no problem. Maybe to teach you. You can enroll. And the guy enrolled, truthfully. That day he paid the money. And I was like, wow, what a passion. He came for inquiry and he paid the money. But to you and me, when the business come into in between the guys are today we are calling the guy, where are you now? Come for class. Class is going, the guy is busy. So there are some that are opportunity. Once it has gone now, you may not want the opportunity to grab them again. So whatever thing that you learn now, you know now. One of the things I always tell my students that nobody can take it away from you. Till they do you a part. The programming I know now, nobody can take it for. Even though if I enter comma, if I should still come back, there are still some little things I will still be what? Maybe it's just because it's in the brain. So whatever thing you are doing now, all those things that you do, that's the first stage. Some of you have not presented before people before. Talk less of saying that you want to even present to yourself. Some of you cannot even stand before class and say, okay, oh, hear me class, oh, this is me. But now you are taking the first step by showcasing what you know. You understand now? And I'm very sure that next time we'll be holding this kind of program, if we are still available, and some of you, we can still beg on some of you that are students that come and talk about your experience in Inteco. You may not even be here, but we can beg on you for you to enlighten others, for you to motivate them. So if God started and we still able, we are alive to hold this, we still beckon on you to come around, to come and enlighten people that are coming. So if you have not begun your journey, both online or you are physical now, this is an opportunity for you to begin. You can choose web development. You can. Last time that I checked, most sought after programming language is JavaScript, Python follow, TypeScript follow, Kotlin follow, and on like that. And last time that I know about programming, we have like 700 program language. So out of the 700 programming language, if you are not lazy, you should be able to choose one or two. So at least begin your journey with what? With something. Don't say that all you know is all you have learned. There's always something to what? To learn more. So at ETEC will create that advantage for you. All these things may not be available in your surrounding, but thank God that is now at your doorstep now. You can apply and enroll, whether online or whether physical. And one thing I must also iterate very well, there's always a challenge when you begin your journey. Some of you that are sitting down, I always remember a face sometimes like that you'll be holding the head like the same. I say, what is always wrong with this head? Because of what is coding. So there's always challenge. If I should ask some of us now, what are the challenges that we face? We all have different challenges. So but don't scare us from not what embarking on the journey. The journey can still begin today, and it can still begin any time that is convenient for you. Take your time to develop yourself more. Take your time to build up yourself more. Take your time to invest more time in technology. Because technology will always be what? At the top. This 21st century and century that will come again, technology will what? Will always be. Most of the things that I love watching is innovation. My wife knows me. I spend most of my data on innovation. What did they create? We see somebody wearing a bike will be moving the air. And they are testing it already. So very soon now you will see that go slow will reduce. Someone will just buy a bag now and be flying in the air. But the only thing that I will just collision. Because when somebody is flying like this, another plane is flying, they just hit themselves. And the next thing is that they are calling program. But I know that white men will not do such kind of a thing that will not put some measure of risk behind the scene. So all these things require technology. So if you are not being serious with your learning or your training, please, I implore you this morning or this afternoon, please be serious. And some people that want to choose the journey, this is an avenue for you to come around. One of the things that we have here is that you have interaction with your tutor master. How many of you that are students here doesn't have interaction with your tutor master? Nobody. Because one of the things that in other center, I've been to other center, if tutor master finish the class, you don't have access to them again. But here, it's not our case. You can have access to them, ask them questions, this is what you are facing, and they'll be able to clear it off. So that is that about the tech hangout. I really appreciate all of you for coming around. I really appreciate all of you. Don't think that I feel like people are not. No, I feel elevated that at least I can see some people on ground. I'm really happy for that. And I know that when next time we are holding this 10 summit, in fact, this auditorium will not be enough. Because there are some things that we also do again to adjust and make all things possible to make sure that everybody is aware about tech. And you begin your journey in tech as earlier as possible. Not when mind is divided. What did I mean by that? When you are now thinking about how to settle down. When you are thinking about how to get married. So when mind is divided, it's very difficult for mind to what to assimilate right. But when mind is not yet divided now, you can still choose the journey and begin your journey. It will only take you how much? Some of you now, what you are proud of today is as a result of strike. And some of you are appreciating strike. How many of you are not happy? Are you not appreciating strike? You are appreciating strike because strike has made you to become. And do you know one thing? If strike didn't show up, you may never become what you have learned today. So we see that even though strike may be like a delay, but it's an advantage in disguise. So let us just make sure that we keep on learning the more and we keep on getting better. And I wish us success in the journey of life. So I really want to appreciate him once again. I want to appreciate everyone for coming. I want to appreciate our tutor master, the person of Mr. Innocent. So for our development, you know, and for some of you, as developer, you know your tutor already, so you can also appreciate your tutor too. So, and lastly, I want to say this: if you have some of your friends that have passion for tech, and some of them like because I look at it that there's a challenge when we say we call out, okay, pay 500. Some people are running away because of 500 now. But I think that next time when we are holding this thing, we are not going to collect any money from anybody. It's going to be free of charge. So from there, just to allow them to come and learn. Allow them to come and learn. And it is only a dumb man that will see what was presented this morning or this afternoon that will not fail in his heart that, okay, if these people can achieve this within a short time, how much can I achieve? I have more time at them. So that's all for this afternoon. And next time when we'll be meeting, I'm very sure some of you that are here, you have a great story. And some of you, I know that some of you are still going to work with Microsoft. Some of you are going to work with Google. You may not believe it now, but keep on improving yourself. You will see a day will come, opportunity will present yourself. And one of the things that I said about success is when preparation meets what? Opportunity. When you are preparing an opportunity present itself, you will see that what success is very what? Very cheap. So keep on improving yourself. Keep on what? Improving yourself. Never be satisfied with where you are. Say the great enemy of your success is your last achievement. Do you understand that? The great enemy of your success is your what? Last achievement. So if you don't want that one to deter you, tell yourself whatever I know now is little compared to what I want to become. So the moment you are telling yourself that, and that's what has been keeping me all along. Moment I tell myself that what I know now is little to compare to what I want to become, I keep on pushing and I keep on learning, I keep on improving myself. And I know that by the time you will hear of it, you say that he once said that no, you can never settle for less until it is best. So thank you for coming again. I really appreciate you. I value. Clap for yourself. And this is a list of both of time. And we will be dropping our copy. And quickly, I want to appreciate our brother here. What is your name, sir? Your name is Tosin. So I want to appreciate Mr. Tosin for coming. Thank you for joining us. And we have Ahmed, which is in graphic design, web development. We have Mr. Folabi, web development and graphic design. We have Mr. Fitz, which is in web development and graphic design. And we have our Mr. Dara, who is also in web development. We have Mr. Enoch, who is in what? App development. And we have Mr. Farouk, our mini tutor master. Our assistant tutor master also app development. We have our brother, what's his name? Mr. Mayowa, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you. And I want to appreciate Mr. Tunde for always being there. They are really good. Thank you for supporting us. And I want to appreciate my lovely wife for also coming around. And thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate that. So everyone, thank you for coming. This is eTechUp. You can check us on Instagram. eTechUp. eTechUp is E-T-E-K and word, eTech word. And on our, what's it called? Gmail, evergreentechworld.com. Our website is www.evergreentechworld.com. You can check it and see a lot of things that we do there. And that is all for this moment. Thank you and thank you and thank you.
Thank you guys for coming. If you have questions, any questions about based on technology, and any of the things that you've been shown here this afternoon, just raise up your hand and then we'll call on you. And for those watching online too, if you have questions, just drop your question in the comment box. We'll check it and then we'll answer your question. Anyone? Yeah. If you have questions, just ask. Okay, the question is about domain name. Okay, firstly, okay, I've been getting that question from a lot of people. Some people do not even know why they need a domain name. Someone even asked me, okay, why do we need to get a domain name? I already have access to my website. I can view my website on my machine. So why do I have to even pay for getting a domain name? And some people even ask what a domain name is. Okay, well, I will just brief you guys about what it is. Domain name is the name that is given to your project online. And when your project is online, that's when you host your project online, there should be an address. There should be an address that would take people to your project, to your website. If not for the domain name, your website can still work, but it would only be accessible by IP address, because your website that you hosted online is actually hosted on a it's hosted online on a server, and the server can be anything. It can be a phone, it can be on a laptop, it can be on an old laptop, right? So it was hosted there, but then the only access to that website initially is through the IP address of that system or of that server. So to now you don't want to be visiting 198.168.43.125 before you get to your website, right? And again, it's not only your website that will be hosted on that server, right? So to now get your own server, you still have to get to redirect the IP address to your server. So that's where domain name now comes in. So with the help of a domain name now creates an address to that website. So instead of visiting an IP address to get to facebook.com, so you can just type in facebook.com and it will take you to that IP address. Now, talking about how you can get a domain name. Domain name, there are a lot of companies that are in the business of assigning or connecting people's website to a domain name. So some of them are like the Namecheap, Vercel, Hostinger, Bluehost. So there are a lot of them. So and you can just get your domain name from any of them, connect it to your website, anywhere you posted the website, you can just connect your domain name to it. So the process of getting domain name might be a little bit different, depending on which platform you're using. So if you're making use of Namecheap, for instance, it's just to search on their home page, search for the domain name that you want to use. If it's available, you add it to your cart and then you check it out later on if you are satisfied with it. And there are some other things too that you might need to get apart from the domain name. You might need to get an SSL certificate and one more thing that I can't remember the name right now. I think the other one is free. But for your website to be secure, you need to get the SSL certificate. Okay, and yeah, I guess I answered your question, right? Okay, any other person with another question? Okay, let's check online. Let's check online, please. Someone should check the online message if there is anyone that has dropped the message. Okay. Another person with question, please. Okay. While we await that. Oh, okay. I've dropped a link in the chat box. So you can just click the link on the chat box. It will take you to our Facebook, to our WhatsApp account. So you can message us there on the WhatsApp account. So now something came into my mind concerning the domain. When you buy domain, when you buy domain, it's not automatically linked to your website. So you have to go through the process of linking the website. You have to go through the process. So you have to link the domain you got from the domain name platform to wherever you host the website. So there are some companies that offers the two service. So they offer hosting of your website and they offer domain name. So they offer the two services. So unlike Namecheap, if you host your website on their server and you get domain name from them, you would be like to link the domain name to your website is going to be easy. But if you're hosting your website on another server, then you would have to do something called DNS pointing. So you have to point the DNS to each other, just to make them connect. So if you have any question concerning connecting your domain name to your website that is hosted somewhere, you can also message us. Those are some of the services we offer also, and yeah, that's it. Okay, anyone with another question? Is there any other question before we round up? Any question? Any question? Mr. Falabi?
Ramed. Oh, okay. Our location is we are located at CAM, opposite opposite Mechanic Village at the Great Ashela compound. So you can get to know more about us by clicking the link in the chat box on the YouTube live. And if you're not watching it live, probably you're watching it after this live, you can get the link. The link will still be there in the chat box. So yeah, you can message us anytime. We are available 24/7 to take your request. Okay. Any other question? Okay.
Like, like, our project, like, so that process, or and then like get by
Okay. The question is that a website or a project, okay, a web project hosted on GitHub, if it is hosted automatically, and if it is hosted, how can we attach a domain name, or if you can even attach a domain name to it, right? Okay. When you push your project, your web project to GitHub, it has not been hosted, like it has not been hosted for every other person to see, right? But if you want to host it as a page, if you want to host it as a page whereby every other person can see it, then you have to go through some settings just by clicking, just within a few clicks, you would be able to host it online that every other person with the link can see the website. And then the second question, if you will be able to link a domain name to it, yes, it's very possible. You can link a domain name to a web project hosted on GitHub. Yeah, it's very possible. Concerning what? Sorry, what is the question again?
The like based on the question you asked. So well, because of you answering the question, you mentioned about the few clicks like to make the website available to other people.
Okay. Since I'm not with a laptop, there is no way I can easily show it, but I'll just try to explain. I'll just try to explain it. So if you posted your website on GitHub, that is, if you pushed your website on GitHub, to now get your website to be available to everyone, so you would have to go to the settings on the repository. Then on your left hand side, if you're on desktop, you will see a section titled page or pages. So when you click on that section, it's going to take you to the pages section on the page. So you just get to choose the branch that you want to publish online. So once you click the branch that you want to publish online, you hit save, and automatically your project is hosted on your username.github.io/your repository name, and your website will be live on that link if you have an index.html in your project. And if you do not have index.html, that means you will still need to reroute to the page that is available on your website. Any other person with question? Anyone? Okay, thank you all for joining us today. We hope to see more of us, and and I hope we all enjoyed ourselves. Okay, I want to ask us some questions. Question time. Are we focused? Are we together? Price. You want to know price before you answer question. Calm down, guys. Calm down. Okay. I'll be asking us some questions. If you know the question, if you're online, just drop an emoji. Someone is there to take it. So just drop an emoji. Then anyone will call will answer the question. So if you are called online, be prepared to answer the question. And if we call people here physically, they would answer the question. Okay. The first question is very, very simple, and I will call on. Okay, let me just ask the question, and if you know the answer, just raise up your hand, and then I will call you. Okay. The first question is, what is the full meaning of www? Is this one? Okay, sir. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. He said World Wide Web. That's correct. That's very correct. Fantastic. 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 Okay. I'll be asking another question now. The second one is kind of tricky. You want to know the price. Calm down, calm down. Everything is in the cooler, don't worry, everything is in the cooler. Okay, the second question is our name is eTech Hub, right? eTech Hub. Okay, the E, what does the E stands for? Hands up. Okay, draw of hands up. Okay, like up. Okay. Okay. Okay, what's the name, sir? Okay, Mr. Tosin would want to tell us what the name is. Mr. Tosin here is just joining us today, and you already noticed what the E in our logo is. Wow, that's nice. So what's the E stands for? What does the E stands for? Okay, you're asking a question. I want you to be sure. I want you to be sure of the answer.
Evergreen.
Wow! Round of applause. Wow, that's very nice. That's very nice. It's one of the kind of traits of a tech person to be observing things, to be observant, yeah, to be observant. So wherever you are, that's how you discover opportunities. When you're observing things, you get to discover opportunities fast, and it's an opportunity for you. Thanks again. Thanks for for being observant. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. I think that's it. That's it. I wanted to ask a question, but I guess it might be too much. So let me ask. Oh, yeah. Okay. How many of us have heard about Web3? You've heard about Web3, right? Okay. So who can tell us the difference between Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3? And if you get the answer right, I'll give you my card. And here's my card. Okay, child. My card yes. Okay. Who can tell us the difference between Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3? Okay. Just tell us anything you know about Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3.
So the only thing I know about Web3 is that Web3 involvement is like the building up of blockchain and cryptocurrency. For Web1 and Web2, I feel they are still similar in a way. So I'm not really sure about Web1 and Web2, but I think that Web3 is
Okay. Okay. Our brother here believes Web3 is about blockchain. Okay. Anyone else? What do you know about, or who can help us with the differences between Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3? Well, anything. Want to try? Sapalabi, Aziz. Who wants to help us out, please? My plane is waiting. Oh, my plane is waiting. You know, I came all the way from China. Okay. So, well, I'll just say a few things I know about it. Web one has been what we've been using for has been out for ages before Web 2, and now Web 3. Web 3 is all we've been hearing about uh, wherever we face, right? So Web 1 is just the when Web 1 first started, the only thing that was being posted to the internet was just content. It's just the content, what we call the front end part today. So without any styling, everything was just looking scattered. That was the era of Web one, and then the era of Web two. There is introduction of JavaScript, um, people start beautifying websites and every other thing. So, but Web two kind of favored the all these giant social media companies like Facebook, Google, Amazon, and so on, Instagram. So it's favored mostly the content creators, right? So that's the era of Web two. Era of Web two favored only the content creator, though in Web one, most of the things that are now that's available on mobiles and on web in the era of Web one, they were not available because they are only available on desktop apps. they're only available on desktop apps. But in the era of Web 2, the new features that was added made it possible for for um, for those kind of features to be added. So and then that was what those giant social media companies gained from. So but in this era of Web3, which is said to be decentralized. So it's going to kind of cut short some certain features, um, whereby only some people are gaining from the internet, just like in Web 2. But in Web 3, which is decentralized, people like everything are visible. So you have the authority over anything that you post online, like your informations, your picture, your anything. You have authority over them, unlike in Web 2, whereby some companies are controlling them all. So in Web 3, those features are cancelled out and are said to be decentralized. Yeah. Anyone? Do you want to help us to add to this?
That what you said is actually correct. Web one is ability for you that you only post content, you don't have control over it. Like whatever they post, that one even deal with ability to post like blog. Once they post it, you only have accept it. You cannot interact. You cannot send question back. Okay, why do you post this? That's web one era. But when it comes to web two, you have interaction. That is the likes of Facebook, where you can interact. So you post something, somebody can reply to it. But in web one, you cannot do that. When they post something, you just have to read it and move on. That is all. But in Web 2 now, there's an interaction. I can post anything. I can say, okay, I didn't agree with this. Web 2 has created that avenue. But when it now comes to Web 3 now, aspect of you now, okay, when you react that you don't like it, that does not mean the person will bring it down. But in Web 3 now, you now have the ability to own your own asset. And that's why you talk about when you hear about NFT. How many of you have heard about NFT? Non-fungible token. So we will not forgive them that. You only you upload the non-fungible token, they buy it. But the legit owner is still what? Is still you. Even though people are buying it to resell, but the person that creates it is still what? The legit owner. That is when Web3 now come into picture. That means you can own an asset online when you don't even have the website. So something that you can have control from your own backend, and it's not available in Web2. Because in Web 2 now, when they say you don't like any content or this and that, Facebook will send it and say you are not pleased with it. The highest thing you can do to yourself is to delete your account. You cannot delete the post. But in Web 3 now, if someone posts something and the thing falls into your own category of asset, you have the capacity to delete it from your own page. So they give you lecture in order to control what you are posting online. That is what Web 3 is all about. And I think that's something that everybody is looking out for, ability to control what you have online. Even though if you don't have website, if you don't know how to put, at least you have the ability to control it. So that is what Web3 is all about. And I know as a web developer, you should learn more about this. And also start yourself. So I think we have come to the end of the program. It's already after 2. We have come to the end of the program, and we want to implore you, everything you have learned today, take it as a challenge. Talk to your friend about our tech hub, let them grow. When it's better for you, let it be better for them too. There are some friends that the only thing they are after that, once they become a programmer, they want to be giving their friend 5 naira, 10 naira. But what is it that if you just talk to the guy, you can come and enroll. You can come and take it. And one of the things about us that we have a flexible payment. How many of you know that? A flexible payment. So you tell us that you want to pay and you take the class. So that is all. So I want to really appreciate you once again for coming around. Thank you for the sacrifice. Thank you for the time. Thank every one of you. I didn't underestimate any one of you. I thank you. It's because you are here. That's why. So thank you for coming. And I know that when I call you next time, you also come and even come with a friend. Thank you for people that invite their friends. Thank you for friends you invite that didn't show up. Every one of them, thank you. And thank you for everyone that has one thing or the other that will not make it to the center. Thank you, everyone. So let us just bow as we pray. With this match. Go. And before you go, there's a little refreshment. I know it may be little, but help us manage it. We believe that when we are hosting another tech off, what do you think will be? When we are holding another tech off, what would you think will be a refreshment? Pizza. By your faith, it can be possible. So let us, laptop, okay. And no problem. When we are holding next hangout, there's going to be a lot of, I promise you. There's going to be cap, there's going to be shirt, there's going to be armband, so many things like that. And there's going to be a laptop too, for people that can answer the question correctly. So, but let us watch out for that. So let us bow our head as we pray. Father, we thank you and we return back all glory unto you. Thank you for helping us today. Thank you for Evergreen Tech Up. Thank you for where you are taking us to. Thank you, even the beginning may be a little important to you. For greater increase. Thank you for everything that you are doing. Thank you for all the students. Thank you for granting them intensive memory to understand. Thank you for every one of them that achieve one thing or the other. And thank you for next one that will be holding, because we know it's going to be great. Father, thank you for this one. And we say, be their name be exalted in Jesus' name. Father, even as we have learned today, everything that we have learned, you help us to inculcate into our life, that we may live a life that is meaningful, a life that is full of potential in the name of Jesus. And even as we go, Father, you go with us in the name of Jesus. And every opportunity available out there concerning what we have learned, Father, we pray that we will be opportune to handle them well in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Heavenly Father. For in Jesus' name we pray. Well, let us share the grace. The grace of the Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us now forever. Amen. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our life, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
I've been reading books of the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Achilles and his gifts, Spider-Man's control, and Batman with his fists. And clearly I don't see myself upon that list. She said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss, just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, the testaments they told, the moon and its eclipse, and Superman arose a suit before he lifts. But I'm not the kind of person that it fits. She said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss, just something I can turn to, somebody